You know the reason I'm the only man here to tell you. You know that Indian girl, she wasn't an Indian, she was the law.
On this album, not only Graham Nash and Neil Young, but people like Jerry Garcia, Joni Mitchell, David Freiberg, okay, Paul Kattner, Gracie Slick, Jack Cassidy, and Jarmo Kekkonen. And a lot of great pictures, some of which were taken by Graham, and I think some of which taken by Sally Sashi, and some taken by David Crosby. David and Graham opened up a gallery not too long ago in Los Angeles, which I don't know if it's still running or not. It was called Pictures, simply. And they sold a lot of the things that they had done. And there were some fine pictures in there. And also by, pictures of their friends they'd taken. And it was a wild side trip. Meanwhile, of course, musicians hang out with musicians, and there are generations that spawn generations. And this is a great intercommunal type of an album, 359. If I can only remember my name, David Crosby on Atlantic Records at Discount Record Center Stores today. Studio City, 12199 Ventura Boulevard. I think that my favorites on this album, it's such a thing as having favorites, would be, well, there's a lot of things on here. I do like those last two cuts in Side 2, Orleans, and I'd swear there was someone here or somebody here, written by David Crosby. Other things written by, David, and let's see, like, for example, What Are Their Names? It was written by Neil Young, Jerry Garcia, Phil Lesh, and Michael Shreve and David, and a little later on they have, let's see. Oh, yeah, on Side 1, music is Love, Graham Nash and Neil Young and David Crosby wrote that one. Okay, and he's got a new publishing firm, David has, called Cowboy Music. One of the titles is in here called Cowboy Movie, which is interesting. If you like little side trips, and I do, always have. So if you like this album, $3.59 on Atlantic today at Discount Record Center stores, and they're all over the place. Westwood, 923 Broxton at LeConte, Hollywood, 6430 Hollywood Boulevard. Why $3.59? Because this is a very expensive album. All these wonderful pictures taken by these wonderful people, and all these wonderful people getting together. And yeah, $3.59 is really a very, very reasonable price for David Crosby's new album on Atlantic. If only I could remember my name, or if I could only remember my name. David Crosby. My name is BMR. And next is Rabbit on KMET, Metro Media Stereo in Los Angeles. I'll see you later.
Thank you, Mitch. My friends call me V, so I guess he... Informal put down. Anyway, not too many people realize it, but when they go to buy a stereo, you are at complete mercy of the sale folk. In fact, these are the people that can be taken, and they're taken every day, right? Some clever guy, high-pressure salesman in a coat and tie, puts it down, said, this is it, sign right here, and take it home. And you don't really know how much you're going to pay. You don't know what you got. You get home, and you're paying for something that you really don't want. Well, that's not the way it works out at University Stereo in the garages. They got garage sales going on now, and it's low overhead. No high pressure. You just go in and look around. If you find what you want, take it home. If not, you leave. So there's a garage sale at West Los Angeles at 3378 South Overland. In Van Nuys at 4626 3/4 Van Nuys Boulevard. And the new one in Long Beach at 2725 East Pacific Coast Highway. University Stereo. They're in the phone book, right? And if you go in and just look around, no high-pressure salesman. Nobody's going to tell you this. And you just go in and listen. And that's what's important, what you're buying, right? And they won't stick you with any of those deals where you think you're going to pay $1,500, and by the time you make your payments of whatever it is, $50, $60 a month, then all of a sudden you paid $3,000 for about a $500 unit. Doesn't work like that. All over town, in a phone book, University Stereo. Give them a call.
Stones in Gimme Shelter. Rated R.
Yes, Gimme Shelter now showing exclusively in Los Angeles at the Bruin Theater in Westwood. Let's see, why don't we do the news now, and then we'll come back in a moment.
Governor Reagan is busy explaining his welfare reform package to the people today. He's in Fresno this noon, assuring county officials his proposals will not increase local taxes. To quote Mr. Reagan, no county will be allowed a net loss. They have our guarantee. His state director of welfare is saying the same thing before the state Senate Finance Committee. Robert Carlson says counties will actually receive a net savings. Not true, says the director of the Sacramento County Welfare Department, William Hay.
He has major cost shifts in his program, things that will reduce county costs, like will save the county $4,280,000. Unfortunately, other cost shifts, raising the county's share of cost in the rapidly growing AFDC program and related changes will add $11 million a year to county costs. The net change is an increase in county cost is $6,580,000, which amounts to 65 cents on the tax rate.
The reaction here in Los Angeles, not bad. By and large, Ellis Murphy, head of the County Department of Social Services, says the governor's welfare proposals look good. Murphy says he and his staff favor 3 or 4 of the major points.
The concept, for instance, of removing all employables from the welfare system and placing them in what we call a work-oriented system rather than a welfare-oriented system. Now, we discussed this with the governor and his staff, and apparently they have bought this concept, and we approve of it very much, transferring all employables out of the welfare system as soon as possible into a state-supported and state-operated work security system where you try to get them a job rather than get them on welfare. And, however, if they need temporarily aid, they'd get it through that system.
Murphy says if the governor's welfare program has a flaw, it would be the proposal to shift California state aid to the disabled back to county general relief. If you have your auto insurance with Allstate, hang on to your premiums. The rates are going up about 8.5%. The rising cost of accidents in California is the reason. The new rates will be effective on existing policies as they're renewed during the coming 12 months. The City Council's Police, Fire, and Civil Defense Committee will ponder a rather heavy question today. Should the taxpayers of Los Angeles pay for the legal defense of those police officers indicted by a federal grand jury yesterday? Mayor Sam Yorty thinks so. He's backing the request by Police Chief Ed Davis. The chief has asked the city attorney to represent the men or hire private counsel at city expense.
As the sun touches down on the foamy white, and gaze at the meadow with its crown of jewels set ablaze by the morning light. Life is for living, open your mind to the sky. Life is for living, so dust the cobwebs from your sleepy eyes.
Life. See it all, get it all. And get the best. In beer, the best is Busch, because we brew with quality ingredients and more than a century of old-world skill. Our whole thing is quality, and Busch does it like no other beer, and we can prove it.
In days gone by, the sight of a giant windjammer on the horizon symbolized adventure, elegance, the embodiment of the mystery of the sea. And today, the sight of the giant windjammer on the Strip in Hollywood symbolizes that same adventure, that same elegance. Food fit for any captain's table, steaks, chops, Chateaubriand, veal, chicken, and eggplant dishes from the European galley, fish with the tang of the open seas. And if it's liquid refreshment your crew needs, the wine cellar has an excellent selection. Attentive but unobtrusive service, intimate surroundings. You'll swear you were alone in the place. A friendly, relaxed, comfortable atmosphere where a tie or jacket simply isn't important, but you are. So bring back the elegance, the adventure of the Windjammer of old at the Windjammer on the Strip. The Windjammer restaurant open for lunch, for dinner, and until the wee small hours in the morning. If you'd like your table waiting when you get there, call 272-4566. Gene Selznick's The Windjammer on the Strip.
Los Angeles gets a new newspaper today. It's called PM, Proud Minorities. The publisher, Frank Stanley, says it's the first newspaper specializing in multi-ethnic coverage. It'll be a weekly for now, hopefully a daily in the near future. President Nixon hit Congress with Phase 2 of his revenue-sharing proposals today, this one concerning $2 billion for manpower programs to fight unemployment. Here in Los Angeles, a rather unlikely alliance was formed to support the president's concept. Former Assembly Speaker Jess Unruh, obviously a staunch Democrat, and two leading Republicans, Leonard Firestone and Holmes Tuttle. Said Mr. Unruh,
I support the concept of revenue sharing and not necessarily any particular bill. And in one form or another, I would hope that the federal government, which has the best, the biggest, the most flexible, and the most rapidly growing source of income, which is the personal income tax and the corporate income tax, would share some of that revenue in one form or another with the states and local government. Otherwise, we're just going to see more and more taxes piled on the back of the property taxpayer. And I think they've had it right up to their necks, and they should have.
You get it better at the Warehouse on Capricorn Records. Brand new Alex Taylor's new album with Friends and Neighbors. Now double discount price, just $2.64. That's $2.64. Where? At the Warehouse. Alex Taylor, elder brother of James and Livingston, makes his record debut and shows off his warm blues singing style on this fantastic new album. The songs are all originals, with a few written by brother James. It's brand new and it's double discount priced now, just $2.64. Where? At the Warehouse. In Torrance, Costa Mesa, Panorama City, Pomona, Belmont Shores, Long Beach, in Hollywood and La Cienega near Melrose, and in Westwood on Gailey Avenue. Now remember, Alex Taylor with Friends and Neighbors, his new album on Capricorn Records. Double discount price now, just $2.64. That's $2.64. Where? At the Warehouse.